This is a Muse, as you could tell, and as because I love this. I love the Muses. They are those delighted by art who make the communities better by urging and applauding art of all kinds. The 8 Muses, many years ago, were the goddesses of sciences and the art. But that doesn't mean that anybody who is a muse, one of the muses, has to be female. I have a male muse guy here today. This is Eric Rubinstein, and if you have been deeply involved with the Auburn Symphony, or even once in a while involved with the Auburn Symphony, you have seen him playing his cello on the right side of the place down there. Eric, it's a pleasure to have you here.
It's nice to be here.
Yes, I'm thrilled. How long have you been involved with the Auburn Symphony?
That's a good question. I started playing cello as a 50th birthday present to myself.
When you were 5?
When I was 50.
50?
50.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And so doing the arithmetic, that would be 1997.
Okay.
And
you started playing the cello when you were 50?
Yeah, picked it up for the first time. And it was about 3 years after I started practicing it that I got into the Auburn Symphony. So, or 4 years maybe. So doing the arithmetic, it's just over 20 years that I've been involved with the symphony.
Yeah, okay. So why did you do the cello?
Good question.
Yeah.
I always loved music. My family, a lot of them all played, and
Played what?
Well, my great uncle Louis was a pro violinist. My dad played piano quite well, and my uncle Cy played trumpet and piano. My dad also played mandolin. So when we'd get together, ever since I was, a tiny kid, they'd play music, and I really liked it. Sometimes I'd lie down under the grand piano and just listen to that piano.
Me too.
Really. Yeah. There was a piano in my apartment when I was born, and so I always enjoyed playing it. And I actually became a good classical pianist and went to the Eastman School of Music between 1964 and 1968. That's in Rochester, New York. And I was good enough that I was considering doing a career in it, in piano performance. But had I tried that in 1968, when I graduated, I would have been immediately drafted into the Vietnam War, immediately. And I had also been accepted into psychology grad schools, and they had done away with graduate deferments, and I would have been drafted had I tried to go to grad school. So I really didn't agree with that war, and I didn't want to go. And so by various circuitous routes, I didn't go. But on the way of not going, I didn't have much music at all. And then when I was 22, my great uncle Louis, who I mentioned before, died, and he left my dad his violin. My dad said, "I'm never going to play this. Would you like it?" And I was missing music at the time. I said, "Okay, I'll take the violin.
I'll try it." And did you try?
And I did try it, and I didn't have any money at the time. Went to a community music school in San Francisco and learned how to play it. And I played well enough to get into the San Francisco Community Symphony after about 3 years again, and also the Berkeley Chamber Orchestra.
Oh, good.
But I was never really comfortable playing the violin. I'm pretty tall and big, and I always felt kind of scrunched up. And my teacher never allowed me to use a shoulder rest, so I had to go like this. And anyway, I kind of gave it up, and to make a long story short, my daughter was around 12, and so I was 50, and her teacher was Anna Gold, who you may have heard of. She's a very fine cellist and piano teacher. She's passed away now. But she heard this story, and she said, well, you should try the cello if the violin was too small, and she had a really nice cello. So she gave me the cello to try, and I started fingering like a violin, which you can't really do. And also the bowing's different, because on the cello, the bass position on the bow is like this, and on the violin it's like this. This versus... Anyway, she said, oh, you know, you'll pick this up really fast.
You really will.
She gave me some lessons.
I'm sure you will.
And then
Did you?
Well, I was really lucky to get some really good teachers after that. I had Horatio Edens, Ray Edens, David Eby, lived in the Grass Valley area, and Anna gave me some lessons, and I had a marathon lesson once with Burke Schutner, a terrific cellist, who I actually knew from decades before from the San Francisco Community Orchestra.
Wow.
So after playing the cello for about 3 years, Ray, who was the principal cellist, and my teacher said, okay, you're ready to come in to the orchestra.
And you did.
And I did. So I've been there ever since.
Good.
Yeah.
So you play for Auburn.
Right.
And you play also for who else?
Who else? Well, I like doing musical theater up in Grass Valley. There's an outfit named Cats, and I did The King and I and Flower Drum Song with their little group.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I enjoy doing chamber music with friends, for friends too. And sometimes we'll go and play in nursing homes. The residents really like it.
Oh, yeah.
And so on.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's the type of thing I enjoy. Especially chamber music. Really like that.
Why chamber music?
Well, if it's working right, say in a string quartet, you get this really special sound. And that's why all serious composers, you know, from Mozart on to today, write string quartets. And
what is the difference? Can you explain?
Difference about what?
Well, the four.
The four?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it has a terrific range from quite low, the low notes in the cello, and you know, the violins can play up in the stratosphere, and there's everything in between. And the blend, when it's right, just makes a really special sound that's quite affecting.
That's exciting.
You know, and when you're working together, it's like four people become one unit, or one four-headed beast playing this music as one. And, you know, that's a fun thing to do.
Good, good. Yeah. How often do you do that?
Well, our first violinist passed away, so I do it whenever I can, but we're looking to form a new quartet now.
Okay, so are you looking?
Anybody up there in Nevada City, Grass Valley, who wants to do chamber music, let's do it.
Is that where you live?
I live outside Nevada City.
Okay, okay. All right. So, what is the best thing you have, the best feeling you have about playing music? Why do you like it so much?
Well, music is kind of a mysterious art, right? It's very ephemeral. Once it's played, once it's gone. But it can nonetheless affect you very deeply, especially if it's good music.
I don't agree with you. It is not gone. If you love it, it is not gone.
Well, once you play it, the music that was in the air is gone. It may reside in your head.
Yes.
But the music itself is no longer playing. But nonetheless, like any great art, I think really good music played well zings into your unconscious somehow, stirs things up there, and then comes back into your consciousness. And so it's very powerful. Besides being enjoyable, aesthetically enjoyable, it can be emotionally powerful too.
Yes, absolutely.
Both.
Yeah.
And so that's what all great art does. Painting, sculpture,
Yeah.
music, great photography, you name it.
Yeah. I'm wondering, there are some music pieces that make me weep.
Absolutely.
Does that happen to you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled.
Absolutely. That's what it's supposed to do.
Oh, good.
You know.
And
And if they're, music by the masters can do that fairly often.
yes, I agree, and I'm gratified, and there have been times when I've been listening to something while I'm driving. Oh my God!
Watch out.
I'm driving, and here it is. I don't want to. I'm gonna cry. I'm crying, but I don't want to stop hearing it. So I have stopped to listen.
Well, that's sometimes a problem in performing, right? You want it to move you somewhat,
Yes.
and you want to get into what musicians call flow, where you can just concentrate on expression and not worry too much about technical things. But at least for me, I'd like to get into that state, but I also have to worry about technical things more than I used to, for maybe because I started at age 50.
Okay.
Once I became a good pianist, I would worry about technical things, practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but once I was performing, no, you have to just play it right.
You know
So-
what's coming and what somebody
And
else
usually
is doing.
without any music, it's from memory when
Yeah,
you're performing.
yeah. Yeah.
Piano, anyway. String quartets always use music, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. Do you still play piano?
No, I
Oh.
haven't touched it in decades.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Although my daughter keeps asking me to. She became a good
I
pianist
don't blame her.
herself.
I don't blame her. It would be lovely to have the two of you playing.
Well, we do. She plays piano, I play cello.
Oh, good. Together?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Nice. Does she do this for work?
Nope.
Okay.
She's a screenwriter in Hollywood.
Well, good for her.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay. And I have a question about why a cello, but you said that you had the violin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you were encouraged to do a cello.
Right.
And have you had more than one cello?
Yeah,
How many cellos?
2.
Okay.
Just 2.
Have you named them?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. I ask everybody that, and sometimes, most of the time, they don't have one. Okay. Since we've talked about his cello, your cello, why don't we let you open it up and we can hear a little bit about it?
Okay.
Okay?
I like to tell kids, when they're finding out about the cello, it's cool because you can go real low.
Yeah.
But then,
Uh-huh.
and then I've recently revisited the Kol Nidre, which I played a few years ago. You familiar with that piece, Kol Nidre?
No.
It's, I guess it's some sort of prayer that they do in Jewish synagogues, High Holy Days.
Uh-huh.
And Max Bruch, who was not Jewish, but really liked this sound, wrote a concert piece for it. Just called it Kol Nidre, so it's like this. same thing gets repeated. And it goes on with
Yeah.
variations
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
And usually, when a cantor sings it in synagogue, they really get into it in an emotional way.
I can imagine. Yeah.
So, I know it's hard for me to play it without warming up, but so sorry.
Is that
Anyway,
Thank you. Thank you.
okay.
That's lovely. And I'd like to know, I'd asked you before we started how long have you had this, and how long was that? Do you have
About 15 years.
15 years.
Mhm.
And where did you find it?
My teacher, Horatio Edens, founded an Al Mueller's shop down in Sacramento,
Okay.
and recommended that I go down and take a listen to it,
Uh-huh.
which I did do.
And how old is it? Do you have any idea?
I think it was probably made around 1910,
Okay.
so it's 116 years
Yeah.
old.
I'm looking at this and this,
Uh-huh.
and seeing that it's not brand new. It doesn't look like it's 15 years.
Well, Al showed me there's this huge, it's all cracked
yeah.
and expertly
But-
repaired. You can barely see the
even
cracks.
so, it's yours, and you use it,
Yeah.
and this is yours, and you work with it.
Well,
And-
unlike pianos, which get worse with age, string instruments usually get better with age. That's why the Stradivarius instruments, which are from around 1700, are so good.
They get better,
They get better.
huh?
The wood changes molecularly.
Oh,
I mean,
lovely.
nobody's really sure why they get better, but the
Wow.
varnish changes, the wood changes, and becomes more resonant over the
neat.
centuries.
That's thrilling.
Yeah.
That's just thrilling. Okay.
Too bad it isn't true for people, huh?
Yeah.
Better and better and better
Well,
over the centuries.
Well, I think some of us get better.
In certain ways, we do get
We
better.
learn
we
a
get
lot.
wiser.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I know sometimes I get wise, and
And
here I
sometimes I'm a
am.
wise guy.
I'm a wise woman. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That was lovely. And we have your bow. You have your bow, and you have told us that this is very important, and not just because it's how you play the cello. What tell us about it?
Well, a good bow can make an enormous difference in how the instrument sounds and also how easy it is to play. So, obviously you want both.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But beyond that, bows by certain makers can be very valuable. I have an interesting story about that. I had an
Yes.
acquaintance who inherited $100,000. This is back in the day.
Yesterday.
Probably 1990 or something
Okay.
like that, or 1980. And he said, okay, I'm taking this $100,000, I'm going to buy 10 bows, 10 good bows,
Okay.
for an average of $10,000 each. And they were bows by the French bow maker Tort.
Hmm.
And I
if
said,
you're-
wow, that's quite an investment, you know,
Yeah.
it's $100,000. Years later, maybe 2 decades later, those 10 bows were worth $2.5 million,
Each?
$250,000
Oh,
each.
goodness gracious.
So the provenance, you know, bows and instruments by a famous maker can be worth a lot, even if they don't sound so good. People, you know, collectors buy them for the name and in hopes that they will appreciate.
Yes.
But players, you know, want something that sounds good and works well.
Wow.
So it's a whole interesting thing.
Wow.
So
Because it's the what is the white stuff?
the white stuff is horsehair,
Horse.
and
It's always horse hair.
always, well, in cheap bows they'll sometimes, even in cheap bows now they'll use horsehair.
Okay.
Really cheap bows they'll use some sort of synthetic thing.
Okay.
But the thing that's becoming rare is the wood, which is Pernambuco wood, usually from South America, and
Okay.
those trees are becoming less and less common.
Oh,
and
dear.
so people have started making carbon fiber bows. This part carbon fiber with the horsehair.
Okay.
So,
Does the breadth does this part make it different?
yes,
Oh.
it makes a difference.
My goodness.
It has to be balanced right, and it has to feel right all along
Yeah.
the length of the string, and so on.
Wow. There's always mistakes.
Always.
Always mistakes. And I can imagine that you think, oh damn. But you can't stop.
Well, when you're practicing, you can and should stop.
Yeah, okay.
But when you're performing,
Yeah.
you can't stop, and the trick is to just say, oh, and go on.
Yes.
That's
And-
what you have to do.
And
You know, it takes some practice to be able to do that without worrying about the mistake.
yes. Yes.
But,
I understand that. Yes.
but when you practice, the trick is to stop when you make a mistake, especially if you repeat the mistake, and work on
do it again.
ameliorating
and
the
again.
mistake.
Yeah, do it
and
again.
Doing it slow or whatever you have to do to get it right.
Yeah.
And a lot of people never, you know, a lot of beginners just want to play what sounds good and don't go back and work on the mistakes. So solving the mistakes can teach you a lot. And that's what you have to learn to do.
Yeah.
In fact, that's what a good
Yeah.
teacher does. A good teacher teaches you how to practice without the teacher being there eventually.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Just like a good psychotherapist teaches you to use the tools
Yeah.
he teaches you without
Yeah.
him or her being there.
Yeah. What's the best thing about playing music?
Well, the best thing is playing it, is giving it as a gift to people, and you know, having it evoke what it's going to evoke.
Yeah.
And if it's done right, it's really pleasurable for them.
Do you have some favorite music? Of course. Of
Yes,
course
I
you
have a
do.
lot of favorites.
Yes, but I'm not going to ask for your best
Oh.
of one of them.
Well, you know, I love the Chopin ballades and things
Okay.
like that, and those are solo pieces for piano,
Ah,
of course. You know, I love the Bach Goldberg variations. That's, you know, another solo keyboard work.
yeah.
For chamber music, I really like the two cello, C major cello quintet,
Mm.
violin, viola, two
Okay.
violins, viola,
Yeah.
and two cellos.
Yeah.
So it's a quintet, not
I
a
can
quartet,
imagine.
and you know, there's a lot of things I like.
Of,
I like
of course. Okay.
I like the Mozart piano quartets. I like Mendelssohn's first, especially his first piano trio.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the symphonies of Brahms, some of the Beethoven
Oh,
symphonies. And we'll be doing a Mozart symphony number 38 in January with the Auburn Symphony.
Yes.
Plus, at that concert, we'll have this great young woman. She's a teenager now. We played with her when she was around 10 or something, and she was clearly a child prodigy then.
Yes.
Now she reminds me of Midori. Midori, I hope everyone can come see her, because you know, you'll be in on the start of a great career if she continues with it.
Oh,
I hope she does, but
Me
you
too.
know, child prodigies don't always.
Right, I hope she
I have
does.
some stories about that, but we don't have time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Me too. Okay, Eric, this has been just a pleasure to have you with me.
Okay, it's been great for me too.
Yes, I'm glad you came.
Except for my playing, which wasn't so great.
Oh,
But
well,
I didn't have enough time to warm up, really.
You told us what you were doing, and this is I wanted to hear what it sounded like.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much, Eric,
Okay.
and thank you too.